Welcome once again to another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video. If you're watching it on YouTube, hopefully you will subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Or if you're watching this on Facebook, you will like it and send the links to your book-loving friends. This time out, I'm bringing to your attention two great, very highly recommended fiction reads. And hopefully when you make up your reading lists, you will add these to your collection. The first book is Laura Cassidy's Walk of Fame by ALAN MCMONAGLE. This is published by Picador and it retails for $19.99. It's an interesting little book about Laura Cassidy, as the name title implies. Her father, when she was younger, he wanted her to get into the acting world, and he encouraged her constantly to get into the acting world because he thought she had talent. And so when she was barely a teenager, her father drowned accidentally. And it really devastated her because he was really the one who pushed her, to being something special during her lifetime, and it was mainly in the world of acting. He was in A Streetcar Named Desire many, many years before, and so that sort of kept Laura in the realm of the acting bug. As she got older, she never really gave up that dream, but she still never really recovered fully from the tragic death of her father. She had a breakdown, and she just was so overwhelmed. Now, her mother was really not too encouraging. Her sister Jennifer left. She was an aid worker, and she jet-setted. She traveled around the world. So now she's returned, and her mother is paying more attention to Jennifer than to Laura. But Laura hears of a new theater in town that is having the production of A Streetcar Named Desire. So she thinks, well, maybe it's time. Maybe this is her time in the sun, and she will do anything to get into the play. She knows she's talented, even though her family does not, her mother and sister certainly do not encourage her. But she finds she's up against a rival who other people want the part as well too. So really the book looks into the life and times and world of Laura Cassidy. And she's had a rough life, there's no doubt about that. She has been beaten down many times, but finally she thinks this is her time. And the book takes sort of a dark moment toward the ending when Laura really is desperate to be in this play, and she will do anything. And so it's let's just say Laura Cassidy's Walk of Fame is definitely a walk on the interesting side. If you're looking for a book that's I don't know if you can call it chick lit or not, but it will appeal to the female readers and male readers as well too. But it's definitely a well-rounded book and certainly worthy of your time. The second book of interest is The Secret Path by Karen Swan. This is published by Pan Books and it retails for $24.99. Now this is more of what one might consider chick lit. If you're sort of tired of Danielle Steele books, Karen Swan is a very interesting and recommended alternative. She's written a long series of romantic novels, and they all have a very they're well written and a book that keeps your interest from first page to last. The book does revolve around a woman by the name of Tara Tremaine. The book starts 10 years in the past when Tara and Alex Carter were very deeply in love. In fact, they were ready to get married. Now, Tara is part of a very rich family, and she never told Alex about her rich family. And so she's ready to tell him. She thinks he loves her for who she is, not for her money. But when she finds out that he knows more about her than he lets on, and she feels she's been horribly betrayed by him because of what he planned to do. So they break up. So the book advances 10 years into the future. Alex is long gone. Tara is now she's a consultant surgeon. And so she's always wanted to get into the medical world. So she heads to Costa Rica with her friend. Her father is doing sort of environmental work there, so she wants to see the area. So she goes with her friend Holly. And she also has a boyfriend, Rory, who she's deeply in love with. Alex is so far in the past that he's just like a flicker of past loves. So anyways, in the jungle, they encounter some very interesting people. There's a young boy who's very, very sick, and Tara wants to help him, but she's kind of helpless into knowing what to do. The people of the village follow a shaman who they think cures people of all medical maladies. So it gets interesting. Then Tara's life is sort of in danger. Something happens to her, and who should she meet in the jungle but her long past love, Alex, who just happens to be in there doing work about the environment. So it's a 1 in a million meeting, but of course, of all the places in the world, they just happen to meet there. So, but anyways, it makes it interesting, and she fights her feelings. She doesn't want him to think that she has any stirrings from the past. And Alex, he tries to make it sound like he's over her too. But love always finds a way, and one of your first loves is always your longest love in your memory banks. So it makes for some very interesting reading. We don't know if they're going to get together because they're still fighting the feelings, and she's with Rory. But I won't tell you how it ends, but everybody lives happily ever after. They have chosen the secret path to happiness. So it's a feel-good book, let's put it that way. It's long, it's over 400 pages, but it's certainly worth your reading time. So those are the two books I wanted to bring to your attention: Laura Cassidy's Walk of Fame and The Secret Path. So when you go to your local bookstore, have a look for these two books. So anyways, thank you for watching my video. I hope you will comment about the videos, positive, negative, or just any other thoughts in your mind about the book world. So as always, I thank you for your time, and I say stay safe, stay sane, stay social distancing, and do stay in touch. Thank you once again, and I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.